And undefeated, undisputed, from world champions to the games of the future, they take it all. And I have to say that I think Onic has to think twice about letting the Nolan through. I think, and Onic is known to kind of test the waters game one, but I think this is not the time to do it. This is not a best of 7. This is not a huge thing. They banned out the Phobius. They let the Nolan through, and they just had no answer to it. Kyle Teasy was a monster on it. I mean, just completely tearing them apart. And with the pace that AP Bren brought, Onic was unable to do anything about it. Most definitely. I mean, just overall, they did a great job. Onic taking a look at some of these replays. AP Bren completely controlling the pace. And even at around 10 minutes, when Onic did start to like put up some fights here and there, it still was not enough. They needed definitely another 10 minutes or more to be able to compete here. They needed a lot more time to be able to even make it, G.
Definitely, and I mean, we could just see Onic trying to hold on with every grasp that they possibly could into this game. Well, I just feel like the major factor was that the glue just came in clutch so much for AP Bren, and you can just see they again, the R-Lot Keyboy did try to make some key plays, but it just wasn't there as AP Bren was just scaling and snowballing. This was another take right here. They were just not allowing Kyrie to get the buffs that he was needed. And then look, the split, just too much for Onic at this point. And then this would have been the final siege, if I'm not mistaken. God, look at that.
The layers of CC there, the layers of crowd control there, with Few bringing in the Guardian, getting the big knockup, then Ogwin getting the Minoan's Fury. Onic did not have an answer to all that, and because they fell behind, it was just far too much. They did a valiant effort at defending it, but they're doing everything they can. I feel like Onic is playing the best they can right now, the best any team can play right now. But the Bren effect is just too much, man. Because I mean, it's not, I mean, Onic is literally thousands of gold behind and they're still putting up such a great fight, but it's just not enough. This is when AP Bren really started to just push in more and more, and Onic every time boots in the back line, getting huge stuns like that, getting huge plays like that, but still it's nothing right now in the face of AP Bren.
Yeah, I mean, they just really couldn't find a moment to be able to take a lot from AP. And like you were saying earlier, even though Boots goes into the back line and dives in a lot, you could just see the combinations and the strategic plays AP Bren brings. Super Marco's patient. Like, look, he could have took out Keyboy right here, but he's not sure who's all under that bush, right? And Albert's there, so could have been a little bit of a rough play for him, but the patience was one with Super Marco. And again, there's Boots diving into the back line, trying to make progress, and the Molina Blitz able to burst down Kyle Teasy. But again, AP Bren still not being like, they just, Onyx not able to take advantage of those key spots. Though this was almost a really good play. They split AP Bren apart, but they're, again, Boots all alone trying to keep them at bay, and Onic not really responding or even able to find a response. And then, oh my God, one shot right there. And this looks like this was the one of the last pushes. Yeah, second to last. Yeah, so
nice. I mean, even here, Onic able to defend, able to do well. AP Bren, you know, never really pushing the envelope. They never force it, right? They right. Like we always say, they always feel in control. And even here, Kyle Teasy able to put them both pinned. Kyrie finds Super Marco, but by then
time to go back to the drawing board, kind of taking a look at some of these highlights that went down. The first blood going on the side of Onic was pretty clutch. but I don't know if it was ultimately the deciding factor in the game. I think it was mainly how many utilities they were able to utilize and bait from the side of AP Bren. Also, just being able to secure so many neutral objectives. They took so many towers into the early age, and I mean, look at the torn apart memories just tearing apart AP Bren, and this just goes to show that Onic is here to rumble.
Yeah, Keyboy was on fire that game, man. Those flicker Minoan's Fury, every time you could see it coming, but there was just no escape. Albert as well, we were a little questionable about the Brody pick, but it definitely started to pack a punch when they needed it, able to kind of zone out Flapteezy, and then Boots, even at the end, at one of these final replays, it was huge for them, but this is about 14 minutes in, second Lord of the game, and that is huge right there. We see the play happen, we see them finally catch off Flapteezy here, he goes down, and this is when everything finally starts to shift, kind of a tug and pull, but Onic finally kind of takes control here. A little bit of fight in the mid again. This is when AP Bren tugs back a bit. First Lord goes down, and AP Bren takes control.
Yeah, I really think it came in clutch that Keyboy was able to utilize the Minnow's Rage to secure the Lord in this late game. Again, the bait, the utilization of the Nether Realm was also great and clutch for him because they were just stacking up. Albert was just stacking stacks, and then the moment the Nether Realm let up, he just tore them apart. So it just worked out in their favor. Being able to secure the Lord and then end on a siege, you could see that AP Bren tried to attempt to move the Lord into another tower, but a good response by Onic here. So it was just a great game.
And Boots finally kind of comes online there too, able to get the better of,
disrupts that. It could be a little bit of a problem, but maybe a little bit of an engage.
Keyboy able to get the knockup onto Ogwin. Sans trying to get out, but not able to. Flapteezy getting the final hit. First blood for the side of AP. Kyrie gets the Daytona's welcome, though. And the stun. Flapteezy takes a lot of damage. Able to get away. Grand Theft Purple. Ogre. And be able to get involved in these team fights soon. Oh, a lot of damage on the Keyboy, though. Keyboy might just be able to get away from this. Use the circling eagle, but no.
Onic, I like this. They're responding. They know they can't get the turtle, and this is what I was saying before. Can they take something here?
Oh, last turtle of the game. Keyboy gonna try to make the roundabout. Not able to get a knock onto anybody. The bombs come down, and Flapteezy able to take it. Kyrie taking huge damage. Unable to even finish the Daytona's welcome. The rest of his team not there to help out. Can they clear this wave? Oh, win pop. I'm offended, but a lot of damage. On to Few, forced back. Sans looking for the chase. Doesn't have the black shoes, so can't overcommit, but Boots able to get the land down onto Flapteezy. But out comes Nabir's passer, and Kyrie is forced to back off. A nice crossbow tank was
secured, and the Blade of Despair, so the damage is a lot.
Oh, Boots gets pulled back, though, with the I'm offended. There's no way to get the stun, trying to respond. Able to come back, using the guiding wind. Sans able to pop the black shoes. Here, Ogwin gonna get locked up, misses the I'm offended. Boots misses the stun. Super Marco looking for an angle. Kyrie able to take the first Lord of the game there. Didn't do anything.
Did he? Oh,
he
God.
used one, but it did not do anything. Oh, nice. I'm offended on Kyrie's gonna get knocked up by the Violent Requiem, and he's taken low. Kyrie's still on the map, though, able to just survive. No members from either team have dropped yet, but the inhibitor has fallen. Albert trying to get the swift plays, move around. Does get the crossbow tang mark, but he's not able to do it. Forced to bounce back to the team. Kyrie gonna get the Daytona's welcome. Bash him against the wall. Flapteezy takes a little bit of damage, but the I'm offended locks onto Kyrie. Kyrie taking too much. Can he survive this?
Kyrie's not able to keep up these stacks. It's gonna be a big
problem. Oh no! Marco! Albert, why? For something as well. Kyrie just trying to defend with the rest of the team, but boom! Super Marco takes out another. The target is locked, and they're taken down. Sans and Albert are off the map. The two major damage dealers. Is AP Bren gonna try to finish this out here? One big mistake to finish things off. Kyrie taking way too much damage. Keyboy looking for the knockup. Boots into the backside with the Bravest Fighter. They're just trying to defend with the minions. Keep on coming. Ladies and gentlemen, AP Bren, undefeated, undisputed, from world champions to the games of the future. They take it all.
And now they're the digital game